Cowboy fans and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Sorry I have been inactive for a while, but as I said in my previous video, I had about a food poisoning. So that was a very long week for me. I barely made it to work the one day I had to go. And then I had a nice long weekend to just, it was not fun. But y'all don't want to hear about that. Anyway, on day 14 out of 15 on the countdown to D-Day, it looks more and more likely that the Cowboys are going to shoot themselves in the foot and not sign Dak Prescott to a long-term deal. So all those people that say, hey, you don't trust your quarterback, he'll never get signed, they may actually be right. Let's be honest. We don't know what the hell the Cowboys are thinking. They're shooting themselves in the fucking foot for, what, the second year in a row by not signing him to a long-term deal. And if he balls out this year and does any noise in the playoffs, y'all just shot yourselves, because now he's going to guarantee himself more money. Basically, y'all can franchise tag him again, and then y'all might as well just start sucking out for a new quarterback. Don't say Andy fucking Dalton. Don't say Ben DiNucci, because those two guys are not going to be leading this team. You might as well go ahead and just suck for whoever that quarterback is in college right now, because it's starting to look more and more like the Cowboys have no sights in retaining Dak Prescott for some reason. We don't know why. We don't know what's going on. You haven't heard anything from the Joneses. The only words I've even heard from any Jones is Stephen Jones when he talked about the Randy Gregory situation. And with the Randy Gregory situation, we just don't know, because apparently there's been conflicting reports as to if he even put in the paperwork to be reinstated. One day he's in the process of reinstatement. The next day he didn't file paperwork, and he's just sitting in limbo. And the league has, 30 to 60 days or something like that to either deny or reinstate somebody. But apparently he's not even done the paperwork. So we can't sit here and get mad at the NFL because they haven't even heard the man. He hasn't even filed for reinstatement, unlike Alden Smith, who did it. It was reported, and he came away with reinstatement. So Randy Gregory is now being reported, God knows from where. Some say that it is not from the Joneses. It's just people around in the organization. So take that with a grain of salt, that the Cowboys have all but given up hope on Randy Gregory. And that could be true. I mean, you can't have reports for the longest saying he's going to file for reinstatement, and then months go by, nobody says anything, and then, oh, well, whatever happened to his reinstatement? And everybody's clueless, like, oh yeah, we forgot he even tried to apply. So that's craziness. So you're not giving your quarterback a long-term deal unless there's a last-minute deadline deal today or tomorrow. And who knows, because now we're going to have to sit here and go through this whole bullshit through the whole season, off season. Why you didn't pay Dak? Why you didn't pay Dak? Dak, what about your money? Why ain't they paying you? We're going to have to hear that all through the off season, all the way up. Randy Gregory, we have no clue. That man's just been a mystery ever since he's been drafted. And at least everything else is going right for the team, I guess you can say. We're still heading towards training camp on time, even though the NFL still hasn't really guaranteed any safety protocols. There has been word that they have come out with a helmet that is supposed to have a face shield and it's supposed to protect the players, but we'll see. Let's see, what else? Washington has denounced their team nickname, so the team formerly named Washington will now have a new name by 2020, but it's going to be a harder sell than it looks, because there's a guy who works for some office in DC who has basically been filing trademarks for any idea that Washington may get for a team name. Why? Because he looks at the money. If you own the trademark, Washington will have to pay you to get that trademark from you. And he's got apparel apparently at his house full of these Washington names and I guess logos to go with all these names he's trademarked. He's pretty much trademarked anything and everything under the blue that Washington may pick as a team name just so he can get money off of it. So they're screwed. They're all messed up because who would have thought? I mean, I get it. You know, everybody's trying to take advantage. They see, oh, this is a great chance to capitalize on somebody's mistakes and get some money off of it, which that's a shame. That's what this country is down to, that, oh, Washington needs a name? Oh, well, I'm going to trademark everything, so they have to pay me to get the name. Ridiculous. But also, one of the wide receivers, Kevin Harmon, tore his ACL practicing today. So he is done for the 2020 season. He was supposed to start opposite Terry McLaurin for Washington. So that's going to put them in a precarious situation because I think he and the third string guy, the slot receiver was supposed to be playing, also got hurt or something like that. So they're already losing wide receivers in the offseason before they even get to training camp. And that's putting onus now on their rookie. But from what I saw and what I've heard, he's a pretty good receiver. He's a steal when they got him in the draft. So he's definitely going to have to step his game up immediately to make any difference on this team. Philadelphia has re-signed Jason Peters to a one-year deal. And they're going to move him to guard to take over Brooks' injury. So we'll be seeing him again. This will be God. He's been playing like forever for Philly. And you knew they were probably going to pick him back up because he was out there so long. And the fact that he could play. Especially he knows the organization. He knows the play calling. He knows everything. So why not bring him back? Let's see, what else? I saw a report that Dallas may be considering bringing in former Washington tight end Jordan Reed. I think it's a bad idea. The man has never had a full healthy season in the league in his career. And he couldn't even play last year because he got concussed for the 7th time in his career already. So I wouldn't touch him. Let's see, any other news? I think that's pretty much it. But that's pretty much what I got for my countdown today. Come tomorrow and the day after, we'll see the ramifications of a contract done or not done. Already some people are saying this will be the biggest mistake Dallas can do right now if they don't lock him up. Because as others have said, you're not locking him up. That means you can't move the cap space. You can't manipulate the numbers to fit other players under the cap. And weren't y'all just saying that if he was so greedy, he'd have money left on the table for y'all to make moves with players? But now y'all guaranteeing him 31 mil, and y'all act like y'all don't care all of a sudden. So which is it? You're being hypocritical. You can't get mad at him for saying a number and say he's taking up too much of the cap, but then y'all giving him just as much on a franchise tag, and you act like you don't care. So, who knows? I don't know what's going on in Cowboys world because, as you know, we have not seen nor heard from Jerry. We don't know what's going on. The man has not been seen, and only words have come out has been from Stephen Jones. So, who knows what's going on out there? We hope everybody's safe, but we haven't heard anything. So we're not sure what's going on. That's all I got for today. I hope y'all stay safe. Try to be safe out there because, you know, it's still crazy out here. And look at me. I'd have thought it was done for me a week ago, but it just happened to be food poisoning. It's a scary thought. You never know. So take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear your face masks. social distance, do everything you can to minimize your risk of contracting the virus, okay? If anything comes out, if we get that breaking news anytime today, tomorrow, that 12th hour deal, we'll get it to you, all right? Y'all take care. The Dallas Cowboy fan out.